After the created being feels himself and a desire to receive the entire benefit from the Creator and is willing to receive, along with it, he receives a feeling of how opposite to the Creator he is. And he makes a tzimtzum over it and determines that his attitude toward the Creator will be only so that he will absorb the quality of the Creator to bestow, in order to feel him, not the benefit itself, but the giver himself. This decision is a crucial one that takes place in Malchut of Ein Sof, and this is why she makes the Tzimtzum and the Masach and the Chozel that says that whatever I do because the emanator's attitude toward me forces me to behave this way. And from here, we learn that all of the Parzufim were created, all of the degrees, all of the olamot, until that Malchut, that everything happens in her, in the Malchut of Ein Sof, until that Malchut reaches a state where its vessels of reception work only in order to equalize with the Creator, with the emanator. And therefore its entire work is in order to study the emanator in terms of the extent to which she can become like him. Why? The answer is simple. Because the upper force is the Creator. And when he bestows and creates in the created being the force of the will to receive, then of course the will to receive naturally wants to become like the force of bestowal. And therefore, the created being is forced to do it eventually. Only here we're talking about whether the created being accumulates forces in order to respond in and of himself, so that the created being will appear as someone who's separate from the Creator, that wants to become like him, like a little child, for example, that wants to be great. And of course, all of he acts out of his essence, but he's the one that puts them together in order to become like the upper. Then he becomes an Adam, meaning he who is similar to the upper. Therefore, from here we have to see to what extent does the created being act correctly in order to become like the Creator, in the same forces, in the same ways that the Creator passes on to him. This is actually our entire work. Where are we, or how do we reach an additional awakening of our own? That's the main thing. The addition is very small. We lack the forces in order to give us the opportunity to work with this additional awakening of our own. Creation has to diminish itself in the degrees of the worlds, of the concealment of the creator, of the forces, in order to give the created being somewhat of an ability to begin and to relate himself and to become like the creator, both in his imagination and his actions and practice for it to happen. Therefore, here we see that there are many actions in order to form a place for the created being so that in practice he will be able to become like the creator. And all of the work, the entire spiritual building, is in order to give him the ability to do it.